Howdy YouTube, welcome back to Shigua. Being a small YouTuber sucks, and I want to talk about it. So I thought, what better way to talk about it than just to boot up some Minecraft, chill with the cousins, and talk about it. So I've been having a lot of problems recently with literally completely analytical stuff. Analytical of myself, analytical of my channel, looking at my analytics, like everything analytics it has just been the forefront of my mind right now, and I hate it. I absolutely dislike it so much, and it's very annoying. So what's been on my mind recently is that ever since the Poppy Playtime video came out and it started doing extremely well, I kind of noticed that I've been trying to regain the feeling that I got from the Poppy Playtime video doing so well. In my mind, I wasn't thinking, how can I make my content better? How can I make my cousins, the people who watch my video, my supporters, whatever you want to call them, happier? I was thinking, how can I get as many views as possible? Or how can I reach as big of an audience as I possibly can? But like, when I first started out, I was not thinking that way at all. My line of thinking was that that was pathetic, by the way. My line of thinking was just like, I'm gonna post whatever the fuck I want to post, and if it does well, it does well. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It stopped feeling like a hobby and more like a job that I needed to climb the ranks in. I have no problem with doing that in my actual job or jobs that I've had before, but for YouTube, I never want it to be like that because that's just not the way it should be. 100% it shouldn't. That's not the way you should think of a hobby. Like, that's literally all YouTube was for the biggest YouTubers ever. It started out as a hobby. Like, they just wanted to do it. It wasn't about money or anything like that. Like, all the YouTubers that I look up to, it was never like that for them. Like, PewDiePie started doing it because he thought it would be fun. Markiplier started doing it for the same reason. Corey Kenshin started doing it because he just loved being on camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of my favorite YouTubers of all time have always been like, I'm gonna do this as a hobby first. If I get big, I get big. Me starting to get big, then I can think about it. But until then, I'm just doing this because I love it and because it's fun. That's how I started out. But now, it just feels like everything that I am thinking is so performative. Like, I don't fake my reactions or anything like that, but I feel like sometimes I should. Like, in the back of my mind, I'm just like, okay, that, you know, that could be a short if I reacted better or something like that. Or this part of the story of the game that I'm playing, I didn't really understand. And so maybe I should re-record a part of it saying like, wait a second, is this what I think it is? And that kind of line of thinking is so stupid, in my opinion. Like, I've worked for people who do stuff like that, and I've always hated it. No, not hated it. I've just very strongly disliked it. And so for me to start doing it myself for the sole purpose of getting more money, more notoriety, whatever, I think that's stupid. Because that's not what it was about in the beginning. It's like a drug, you know? You take the drug and you're just like, oh, I needed more. Like, that's what fame is. And I was never famous. I've never have been, probably never will be. And if I am, it's going to be like some niche micro celebrity. You know what I'm saying? It never was like that, and it shouldn't be like that now. And I really strongly dislike the fact that it is like that, because that's not how it should be. Oh! Oh my God! Dog. Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck? I had a cute little thing that I found here. Now I gotta fucking rebuild it all because this dumb fucking creeper. I stopped thinking about it as like a mainly a hobby, and I started thinking of it as this could be my next job. And I literally said that in the FNAF video. I want it to be my job. I remember saying it specifically like that. I don't want it to be my job. I want it to be the only thing that I do. That's what I've realized recently. And I kind of like, I got skewed in my own brain of what I actually was feeling there. And it kind of led towards me being like, okay, you know what? Instead of just posting what I want to post, I'm going to post what will get the most views. Because I was trained in a job that I had before of like SEO, search engine optimization. And so I started applying that to my own videos. And to be fair, I did it with the Poppy Playtime video, and that's why it did well. But that's just not how I should think of this kind of stuff, because it's a hobby. When I think of a hobby, like art, stuff like that, while yes, they can turn into jobs sometimes if you're good at it and to the point where you can make money from it, but that's not how I see YouTube. Like, YouTube, yes, the more people watch your videos, the more money you get. It's just a fact. It doesn't matter if it's a short or a long. That's not the way I want. God damn it. That's not the way I want to see YouTube. God damn it, get the fuck away from me, creeper fuck. Oh shit, I accidentally turned my mic in a little bit. My bad. It was probably really loud. Die. Fuck you! I'm not clipping me in this creeper hole. What? I literally tried splitting up the long and the short videos on my channel because it was best for growth and stuff like that, but that's just not how I need to be thinking of stuff. Oh my days. Fuck you with that fucking shield. It's just not the way I want to see stuff like that, because it's so unhealthy. Oh my, is that the Invoker? Oh my god. You can't go through walls. Oh my god. Minecraft is a horror game, bro. Fuck. Starting with this video, I am quitting YouTube. Bro, I forgot what the fuck I was saying. Okay, I'm gonna get armor and shit, bro. I can't do this without it. Yeah, I'm just gonna post whatever the fuck I want to. I'm not gonna see it as a job anymore. That's where I stop being me. I stop being me when I'm trying to cater to something that doesn't fit my goals as a person. But like, no fucking matter what, unless it's illegal, of course, you should always do what makes you happiest in life. I don't know why or how I like got rid of that in my brain, but it happened and I don't like it. I'm not going to treat it as a job, as it's a job anymore, where I have to constantly get better. I have to constantly climb higher. I have to constantly be doing more, this, that, and the other, because that's how burnout happens, and that's how you stop loving the thing that you do. A very good example of that is I am a video editor. I edit for YouTubers, and once again, that started out as a hobby. What got me into editing was editing Call of Duty, like montages and frag shows, and editing my own little CS montages and stuff like that, Counter-Strike montages. But once again, like, I tried turning it into a job. I was like, oh, I love doing this. I want to do it every single day, and so I will do exactly that, and I will make this into my job, and it's gonna be freaking awesome. I'm gonna meet so many YouTubers, and it's gonna be freaking awesome. But like, I don't like doing it anymore. Like, I still love it as a thing, but having to do it every single day is fucking mind-numbing to me now. And it's annoying that it's mind-numbing to me now, because I loved it so much when I was younger. And that sucks. Like loving something so much and putting like your entire like meat, by that I mean brain, it genuinely sucks loving something so much and falling out of love with it because you want to make money from it. Like, I know a bunch of artists who have felt the same way. I know a bunch of YouTubers who have felt the same way. I mean, just people in general. Like, a lot of people do this. They love something so much and they're like, I want to do this forever, and then they do it so much that they like get burnt out with it, and then they stop doing it because they don't love it anymore because they're doing it so much. I don't like that for myself, especially with YouTube, because I love giving you guys videos, but the only reason I stopped is because the views went down. And it's not like, what the fuck? Okay. It's not like selfish. It's not like me being like, oh, the views went down, so I don't want to do this anymore. But it was because I was afraid of failing. Like, that's all it was. And I said this in my Secret of the Mimic video, I think. Because I was fearing failure, I just stopped altogether, because you can't fail if you just quit. But that's fucking stupid. Right now in my brain, I would rather do something, suck at it, and then never make anything of it, and then love it the entire fucking time, than do something, get really good at it, and fuck you, and then stop doing it because I don't like it anymore. It makes me a little upset thinking of it that way, because I don't like when people do it, and so when I do it myself, it's like, fuck, you know, I'm falling into the same patterns that everyone falls into, and that sucks. I realize now that I have had relationships where it's been similar, you know, instead of it being like, oh, I love you, and so I'm just gonna do whatever to make sure that we're both in our best regards. It was like, no, I need everything to be perfect, and so I'm gonna fucking rah, 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 in order to make sure everything's perfect. I would rather have had, at that time, perfection rather than love. I noticed that I do that a lot, and I'm trying not to. This channel is gonna go from me being like, oh, OMG, I need views, to me being like, all right, I want to do this today, so I'm gonna do it. And I think that's where I'm gonna fall back in love with it. Not that I'm 100% out of love with it, because I wouldn't be doing it if I fucking hated it. Oh, I'm going to mind this. I'm kidding, I'm joking around. But like, I like it right now, but I don't love it anymore. And that's the feeling I'm kind of striving for again. If you love something, do it. If you don't love it, try your best to do it less. This doesn't go for like your job. You should always try to make money. You should always make sure you're taken care of and stuff like that. You shouldn't just quit your job in order to pursue something that might not work out, or at least that doesn't have the 100% chance to work out. I did that. I was failing out of high school. Literally the only classes I remember passing is gym, 3D animation, and photography. Those are the only classes that I got C's and up in. Everything else was D's and F's. And I've been saying this even when my channel was like fucking giga grind, you know, YouTuber mode channel, whatever the fuck you want to call that. I said, I want people to subscribe to me for me and nothing else. But yeah, back on my point to what I was saying before, you should never like see something as a hobby as more than a hobby. If you make money from it, that's great. But don't push it to the limits where you don't even want to do it as a hobby anymore. Falling out of love with your hobby is one of the worst things ever, because then you just kind of feel like, do I keep doing this even though I hate it? It's kind of like being in a relationship. Like, you shouldn't be in a relationship with somebody you're not in love with. And you know, love can have different names and faces and phrases and shit like that. But at the end of the day, you either love somebody or you don't. And if... What the fuck? Bro. Yeah, if you love something, let me go. If you love something, love something. You can't love something half-heartedly, because then it's not love. It's something else. I don't know exactly what it would be. I'm not a fucking therapist, but it's not 100% love. Love is when you put your entire heart into something. Not become attached to it, but you put your all into it. Another thing I wanted to mention is that when it comes to like the growth sort of thing, doing the thing that is most popular, while it'll boost you in the short term, long term it doesn't do anything. I have seen so many channels. I have edited for so many channels that have done this as well. They make content on whatever is like the most popular at that time, and then they just fall off, or whatever you want to call that, because like, what else can you do? You know what I'm saying? That content stops as soon as people stop caring about it. But if they care about you, they will watch you do fucking anything. I would watch Corey Kenshin sit and stare at a fucking wall. I would watch the Hive Mind guys, which they are my current favorite channel. I would watch the Hive Mind videos talk about literally fucking anything. But, you know, I wouldn't watch Mr. Beast talk about even something that I love. And not to hate on him or anything like that. While his content is amazing, I wouldn't watch him do it specifically, because I don't care enough about his reaction, because I don't watch his content for him. I watch his content because his content is good. And I remember actually seeing a video where holy fuck. This has hurt me a lot more than I thought it would. Oh fuck, get me out of here. Get me out, get me out, get me out. Fuck. Okay. I saw Jacksepticeye talk about this on, I don't know if it was a podcast or something, but he basically said like, he doesn't like Mr. Beast because he made YouTube more oh fuck. These things are hard too. He made YouTube more about the views and the money and the popularity and all of that than about having fun. And I full-heartedly agree with that. So while his content is like the best on the platform, it's more like a fucking TV show now. I would say he did more bad for YouTube than he did for good, because you are seeing less and less and less of people who genuinely love the platform, and you are seeing more and more and more of people just like making AI generated fucking slop content farms in order to get as many views and as much money as possible. And like, it is tempting. Like, the money side of everything is tempting, genuinely. It's just not healthy for your brain if you love doing something to think of it that way. Because if you think of it that way, the only thing you're going to be thinking of is how much money can I make, not how many people's faces can I put a smile on, or how many people's days can I improve today, that kind of thing. And I lost track of that because I was genuinely like, I need to make money from this. I was just thinking of what I could make more with, and YouTube was the one thing where I was like making money off of it. And so I was like, oh shit, I gotta make more money if I just do this, or I can make more money if I, you know, oh, I can fucking side strafe them and they can't hit me. That's actually insane. But I was just like, bro, I don't love this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to do this because I'm not in love with it. Oh my god, that one fucking scared the shit out of me. I hate how these things can go through fucking everything. It's so annoying. You know what? Get fucked. Yeah, there was so many channels that I was gonna make because it was just like, it would have just been easy money printer, you know what I'm saying? But that's just not healthy. It's not safe for my fucking brain. It's not fun. You know, I don't like wake up every day, I'm just like, oh, I really want to fucking make a AI movie recap, you know what I'm saying? I don't even like AI. I think it's stupid. I think it's, you know, somewhat useful for some things, but I think it's stupid overall. And I think the people who like base their entire personality around it, like, at the grok, is this true? Like, those people are so fucking dumb to me, dude. Like, I genuinely, it's so stupid. I like the videos where I'm just being myself. I like the videos where I'm, you know, not trying to make content. I'm just doing whatever the fuck I want to do, and people love it because they like me. And so back to what I was saying about Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast makes great content, don't get me wrong. You know, I was a part of it. I understand it, like, understand why people like the content, because it genuinely is good. It's just not, that would be better suited for a, like a TV show or something, like Amazon Prime. And to be fair, he has done that, but like put everything there, you know what I'm saying? YouTube was called YouTube for a reason, not fucking content tube or TV tube or something like that, or just tube. You know what I'm saying? Everything's so oversaturated now because everybody knows you can make a fuck ton of money from it. And that is so stupid. Fuck you. I don't like that side of YouTube. I like the side of YouTube where people are just doing whatever the fuck they want to do and they're having fun with it. The YouTubers that I enjoy watching the most are YouTubers that they turn on the fucking camera. Maybe they have like a theme or a challenge or something that they're doing. But past that intro, it's literally just them being them. The reason why Hive Mind is such a fucking amazing channel, in my opinion, is because they boot up the recording, do and say whatever the fuck they think is funny, they edit it, and then they post it. And I fucking love that. Those two are so fucking funny. By the way, Graydon and Riley, if you ever see this, I would love to be in one of your videos. I understand I only got 19K, but I'm funny as hell. I can't lie. That's from other people, not me. The people that I watch are people who genuinely enjoy doing it and who wouldn't be the people that they are if they weren't doing it. Ooh, nice. I remember, it was about a month ago now. I was going through my old comments with a few friends of mine. First of all, what the fuck? I was weird as hell when I was younger, bro. Like, some of the shit I was saying was so fucking funny. I'll have to do a video on it at some point, but it was weird. I was going through some of my old comments and seeing some of the old stuff that I would like watch and interact with and whatnot. I realized that ever since I was fucking like 11, ever since I was 11 years old, I have always wanted to be a YouTuber. I said this in my Poppy Playtime video at like near the end. I had like a little phone that it didn't have actual service, but it could like connect to Wi-Fi. And so I would connect to Wi-Fi when I was supposed to be going to bed. I would watch like old PewDiePie videos and stuff like that. It just kind of like solidified who I was going to turn into when I grew up, because, you know, your formative years are kind of who you turn into down the line. I was very into PewDiePie. I was very into Markiplier, Jacksepticeye. I like freaked out once when he replied to one of my comments, and I think I was like 13 or something like that. I don't even remember what the fuck it said, but I remember he was just like, what the fuck? Like, you could tell a little bit that he was like, what the fuck? If I'm remembering it correctly. I thought that was so, that literally made my entire like week at that time. I grew up always wanting to be a YouTuber. Then I finally get to the point where I'm like able to be one, and then I just stopped posting because I was like, oh, I'm not getting as many views. I'm not getting any more subscribers. I'm washed. Nobody cares about me anymore. Is that a fucking gorilla? What the fuck? We're gonna go say hi. Hi, are you friendly? Gorilla. The gorillas drop meat. Bitch! Oh, wait, he didn't. Okay, maybe I could just kill him then. I want to see if he has meat. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, he was just stuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. No! Fuck. Okay. Where you go? Hey! You think you're running away from me that easy? Get the fuck back here. What the fuck you is? Oh, shit. Oh! Gorilla. What was I even talking about? I die. I get me Joe Black or whatever this fucking bro. I'm editing this part of the video. I thought the movie I was thinking of is called Meet Joe Black, but it's called Mighty Joe Young. Meet Joe Black is about like Brad Pitt and he plays like death or something, and Mighty Joe Young is a movie about a big old gorilla. I thought that was so fucking funny, bro. Die, gorilla. Oh, fuck, he's fucking strong even though he's a little baby. Fuck you, gorilla baby, fuck you. No! Okay. Dude, I almost died to 2 gorillas. What was I saying? Before I went on a slaughtering spree with gorillas. Another reason why being a smaller YouTuber sucks is, and this is going to kind of go back a little bit on what I was talking about before. It's so hard nowadays in the YouTube sphere, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, to get noticed unless you're doing all those things. So it totally makes sense why so many people do stuff like that. If somebody's just posting like a bunch of videos of like random shit that they might like, there's a much less chance nowadays that it won't do any numbers at all. It's very rare to find a YouTuber like Penguin Zero or like Corey Kenshin, for example. All of those YouTubers, like the biggest YouTubers now, are people who did that in the past when YouTube actually, like, your subscribers were the people who saw your videos first. That's another thing I'll touch on. Like, for some reason, when somebody subscribes to you, that means nothing to the YouTube algorithm. Like, even with post notifications and shit like that, YouTube just doesn't give a fuck anymore. I constantly get so many comments of people saying like, what the fuck, I never got a notification for this and I have post notifications on. And I'm just like, dude, why is that the case? It used to be on YouTube, if you subscribe to somebody, you will see their video because that's what YouTube would push the most. And that's why people like PewDiePie got so many views every single day, because he would have like, what, at the time that I started watching him, he had like 300,000, something like that. He would get maybe like 150 to 200,000 views per video because his subscribers wanted to watch those videos. Because his subscribers were watching those videos, more people were talking about it and stuff like that. That's how growth happened. Horse. If you had subscribers, that's who was seeing your video, like I said. And so nowadays it's like you could have 10 million subscribers, and yes, there is the chance that, you know, your viewers just don't really care about your content anymore, but it's much less that it's that and more that you're not posting what those subscribers subscribed for now. Like, I remember seeing a YouTuber, he posted videos like the scariest FNAF remake or, you know, whatever. He had around like 50,000 subscribers, if I remember correctly. And each of his videos got maybe like 200,000 and a million. But the second he posted something he wanted to post, like just something about a game that he liked or something like that, it got maybe like 6K. And I'm like, dude, he has 50,000 subscribers. And I understand if it was like a game or something like that, that the subscriber did not give a fuck about. And so they didn't watch it because they didn't care. You know, I'm guilty of that as well. Like Kindergarten 3 is a good example. I watched Corey play that because I like Corey, not because I liked Kindergarten 3 or whatever the fuck. I wish that sort of mentality was spread to everyone, where if you subscribe to somebody, you're subscribing because you want to see more of them, not more of the content that they post. But I feel like YouTubers like MrBeast and shit like that has made it so instead of people seeing the content that you want to post, they're subscribing for the content that they want to see. And so the people who are subscribing to you dictate what you post every single day or every single week or every single month, because ooh, give me that. And if you're not posting that thing, they're not going to watch it because, you know, this hyper ooh, dude, that's fucking sick. Dude, these people are loaded. Thank you for the stuff. Damn. Because like YouTubers like MrBeast and stuff like that, their videos are so highly edited and there's like no dead space and there's no, and I know because I edited for a lot of them and still do to this day. They care more about like viewer retention, but I just don't like that. I wish it was like how it used to be on YouTube, where you can post whatever the fuck you want and it'll get views because people are subscribing for you, not for the game you're playing. Like, and oh, hi, you want to trade? What the fuck? Why are you invisible? That's actually scared me a little bit, I can't lie. But nowadays, like, everything is so like fast and energetic and retention based that you can't even post a video about something that you love because the viewer doesn't want to see it and they won't watch it. And for most people, that actually is like detrimental to them. But I don't think that's how it should be. I think YouTube should be about the people posting on it, not what the content is or how good the content is. I think the idea that back in the day, it was about subscribers. That's how your video got pushed. Now it's about like watch time hours and stuff like that. But I just don't like that anymore. You know what I'm saying? It just feels like a slap in the face to the people who don't make content that everyone else is making. It feels like if you're not doing exactly what everybody else is doing, you're not doing it right. If YouTube were to go back to that, I think it would be perfect again. The golden era of YouTube was called the golden era of YouTube because it was the golden era of YouTube. It was great at that time. Not for some things, but at least for like discoverability and stuff like that. If Markiplier or YouTube, any single one of the YouTubers that are popular now would try to make a YouTube channel now, they would have a much harder time actually making it than they did back in the day. I know that Jacksepticeye got his start from PewDiePie, which is, you know, a little bit of a worse example. But if he were to start today, even if you were to get a shout out from somebody, he still probably wouldn't, just because of how things are today. And not to say that he's not entertaining. I still think he's one of the most entertaining people people on the fucking platform. That's just how YouTube is now. Like, YouTube is a place where if your video doesn't get watched for a long time, your video doesn't get watched at all because YouTube doesn't push it, because YouTube doesn't think it's worthy of being pushed. And I think that is so fucking stupid. I feel like there's a chance that it does go back to that, but it's probably not going to, just because what the current state of YouTube is what makes them the most money. And it's fucking gross to think of it that way, but it's just the truth. I wish it wasn't that way, but it ain't. But regardless of all of that, I'm not gonna let that stop me from being who I want to be and doing what I want to do and making the content that I want to make, because I don't want to make content that YouTube wants. I want to make content that I'm happy with, not content that YouTube sees and thinks it'll be good for the ad revenue. I want to make content that I look at it and be like, that video is fucking hilarious, or that video made me cry, you know, and I want other people to think the same way. I want to make content that makes people's day. I want to make content that, you know, people can fall asleep to. I want to make content that people are rooting for to happen again. I don't want to make content that YouTube thinks is worthy of making, because that's fucking bullshit. The only reason I ever stopped is because I thought that getting low views made me a worse person, and that somehow getting more views made me a cooler person or something like that. But that's just not fucking true. I'm friends with people with tens of millions of subscribers, infinitely more popular than I might ever be. They are literally just doing what they love. That is all. They are doing what they wanted and they made something out of it. And that's what I'm gonna do with my channel. So you're gonna be the first to fucking see it. Like, anybody watching this at the very end of the video, I've been recording for an hour. I don't know how long the video is gonna be, but anybody watching this far is gonna witness something fucking awesome. That is such a cool feeling to have, is that, like, there are people out there. I'm barely anybody in the grand scheme of things. These few people are the people who are seeing the start of something fucking amazing. Something that's gonna be fucking astronomical. But yeah, that's about all. Leave it. Oh wait, I'm gonna do the outro like a fucking Minecraft YouTuber. But yeah, that's about all. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to become a part of the Shigua Army. Leave a comment, say when I should play next. Love you. See ya. Bye. Fuck this for right now. Oh my! Oh my God!